What's going on out there? You got half the spicy boys right now. You got Chris here for the first time. How you doing, Chris?
Pretty good.
Good. Before we get started, right now, if you're tuning in, hit that share button on your personal page on various Facebook groups. Oh man, I've had a long day. And Sherman music related groups. That way we get some peeps in here, and if you guys have questions or comments, either for us or for our guests today, be sure to ask away. We'll pull them up on screen. So, just some things we got coming up. We got a Halloween show on October 30th in Garden City, and that'll be with us, with Aether, the Merkins, and Omicron J Trauma, who's a new band out of Dallas that just moved here to Dodge City. Crazy. But they're part of the music scene now, so we got to welcome them, and they're going to be part of the show. So pretty stoked on that. Be sure to go check those guys out. Let's see. That'll be at I can't say the name of what it's going to be, but that'll be on 2010 East Shulman Avenue. It is right next to the Goodwill. It is the big, nice looking barn that they have there right next to the Goodwill there in Garden City. So I'll try to post like the flyer and stuff below so you guys can see that. Otherwise, follow us on Facebook and you guys can get more details on that. So I guess we're not allowed to, call it by its name quite yet. I don't know why, but so yeah, that's one show we got coming up. We got, let's see, November 7th, Orlando and I are doing an acoustic show at Hillside in Garden City. We're pretty stoked on that. Hillside's always great to us. So bring your lawn chairs because there's going to be limited on, seating, and it's BYOB, no charge for that, and all ages. So come out, sing some songs with us.
Dress up?
Yes. Yeah, and it'll probably be a little cold too, so I don't know. You know how the weather gets in Dodge, or not in Dodge, but in Southwest Kansas in general. So, what other shows we got? We got a Tulsa, November 14th. November 14th we'll be in Tulsa at Badass Renee's. It'll be us and like 5 other bands. It's a huge lineup. So, we'll be at Badass Renee's, and yeah. So if if you're from the Tulsa area or peeps from over there, like, send them our way, and give them a show. So again, start a watch party if you want to, share away. What other things do I have? We're also on YouTube, by the way. We're live on YouTube right now, and I believe we're live on Twitch as well. Find us on there. This podcast will air on audio platforms here within the next day or two. So that if you want to listen on later on, just audio, not look at our ugly ass faces, and you can do that. So cool. All right. Well, without further ado, I'd love to introduce our guest today, Lively Up out of Wichita, Kansas. And we got these awesome guys right here. I will have you guys introduce yourselves and what you do in the band. We'll start with you, Aaron.
So I'm Aaron Underwood. I play bass and sing background harmonies. Drive the van sometimes.
Nice.
I'm Phil Martin, and I do the keyboards and lead guitar.
Keyboard and lead guitar. Cool. Right on. And this is half of the band. Am I correct?
Yep.
Okay. Right on. How long have you guys been a band? Like, how did the band come together? Tell us a little bit about the backstory of the band, and don't be afraid to be detailed.
Yeah, so we've been probably going close to 2 years now. We have been changing in and out members really for most of that 2 years. I think we fired 5 people before we ever played a show.
Damn.
But I think we got the chemistry right now. We kind of recorded a record, 5-song EP, and The People Around You, and we've been pushing that out lately.
Yep.
Trying to make that happen.
Cool,
Sounds
cool.
good.
Yeah, and him and I have been listening to it, and it's a great album, and or a great EP, and we'll talk more about that here in a little bit. So, very cool, man,
Thanks,
and
man.
Congratulations on the release. So,
Thank you.
Thanks.
And like, are you guys from other bands,
I mean, we've all played in other bands around. I played in Terry Quiet Band, Jason Callahan Band, and then, of course, Lively Up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What about you, Phil?
Lively Up's my band right now. I played in some other bands in Wichita. I used to play in a Doors tribute band here in Wichita called Moonlight Drive. Played in some other original rock groups as well over the years.
Nice, a Doors cover band. That's pretty dope.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man.
Oh yeah.
We had a pretty good gym. We put on quite the show. But.
Oh yeah.
Right on. I always thought it was cool. Like if someone could, like, who is it? Jimmy Fallon that does an amazing Jim Morrison impression. I don't know if you've ever seen that dude. He does a great Jim Morrison impression. I was like, if you could pull that off, man, hell yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. Anymore now, it's hard to tell if somebody does a really good Jim Morrison or a really good Val Kilmer. In my mind, they're kind of conflated.
Right. Before we go on to the next question, we're getting just a little bit of feedback, so if you guys can just separate just a little bit more. We have these guys essentially almost in the same room, but it's all right. If you guys can just move a little bit further away from each other. Cool. As someone like myself, I don't know about Chris, maybe I'm just speaking for myself, like I'm not too familiar with the reggae style. And I'm primarily more of a blues, hard rock kind of guy. And Chris, I don't know, you would consider yourself.
I've recently gotten into it,
Yeah.
I just started listening to Stick Figure and, stuff like that,
Yeah.
Revolution and I really dig your guys' sound.
Yeah.
Right on. Thank you.
So coming from someone that, isn't as, that doesn't listen to a whole lot, I mean, how do you guys? I mean, are there like subgenres of reggae music, or are there is that just one category in itself? Can you tell us a little bit about reggae music, or maybe some of the biggest misconceptions about it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, reggae is a really huge space. I remember when I was younger. This is the first reggae band I've ever played in, but when I was younger, I got really into Bob Marley, and at the same time got really into Sublime. Didn't realize that those two were so related musically. It was only kind of later on that I discovered like the Scotalites and other ska groups. That I started to appreciate like how present reggae music, how influential it is, and how it kind of spans a lot of genres even that we don't necessarily even associate with reggae. A lot of the '90s ska music, Real Big Fish, Sublime. All of that is somehow related to reggae by a couple of degrees of separation. I think there are a lot of ways to go with it. Stick Figure's a really cool group, and they incorporate a lot of kind of like electronic dance pop kind of into what they do. That's one of the things I appreciate about reggae so much is that you can really kind of put your own stamp on it. You can play in that space, and you can bring rock music, you can bring blues, you can bring electronic music. It's a pretty cool area to play within.
Yeah, it's very versatile.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think our record does that a lot. We touch on a bunch of different genres kind of within that framework.
Right. And I agree with that, like, because listening from song to song, there's definitely a lot of like you said, like the electronic like things like that, like the synths and stuff like that are really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like I said, I don't listen to a whole lot of Did you guys hear me?
I think I lost you.
You lost me.
Just got you now.
You got me now. Okay, sorry. No, like I said, like one of the bands that I that I like. I don't know if they'd be considered reggae or not, but like the Expendables, and like one of the things I really enjoy about them is like the use of the lead guitar. Very, you know, while they have the reggae rhythm, you know, the lead guitar is very bluesy and stuff like that. So I think you guys kind of have that too. Like you guys throw in a lot of different styles. You know, there's that little ska influence. There's a little bit of the blues influence in there as well. So that's kind of what I got from listening to you guys. So.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah. So, what are some of your guys' biggest influences?
I'm trying to find you again.
Sorry, my internet's been garbage.
Dude, it's so good.
Did you have a question about your biggest influences?
Still looking for you, buddy.
Okay.
I see Phil.
I can see you and hear you, Aaron.
So what are some of your biggest influences, Phil?
Yeah. It's hard to say. It's so many influences. I mean, my early influences were, you know, early 90s rock music and late 60s, you know, what have you. Guitar wise, you know, I think I got really into playing guitar, listening to, you know, Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan, a lot of old blues music as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Right on.
Oh yeah.
I did catch a little bit about that Jimi Hendrix and stuff. So I love Jimmy, man. Jimmy's the shit. So, Aaron, did you get to share about some of your influences?
So for me, the whole journey has been kind of like you find Jimi Hendrix, you find his influences, and you just kind of track the rabbit hole back to the roots. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Eric Clapton, I found Freddie King. Allman Brothers, I found Elmore James. Like, nice. So those blues roots are kind of my influence as well. And really just anything roots. I mean, I play in a country band right now. I play in a blues band. I play in a reggae band. Show me some more roots and I'll play in that band too, you know?
Nice, man. That's awesome, man. Yeah, and then, you know, I think that kind of adds to your melting pot of your sound, you know, as Lively Up, so.
I think Wichita does that by itself. I mean, the scene kind of exists in this weird little vacuum, you know. So us going to see our friends play, we might be going to a metal show, or we might be going to a, you know, classic rock cover band show just because our buddy plays keyboards, or, you know, whatever it's going to be. But that's the music scene around us, and I like to think that we come together and maybe create a sound that way, just out of mutual appreciation.
Mm-hmm. Born in Wichita.
I'm losing you, buddy. I'm trying.
Start doing
Hi, Phil. It's me and you again, I think.
Hey, good to see you, Aaron.
You too, buddy. How's the green room handle?
Yeah, man. It's definitely a green room.
Yeah, I think I'm in a kitchen, a pizza kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's working for the time being. Yeah. I thought me and you were going to have the technical difficulties.
Right.
I'm not convinced it isn't us.
Yeah.
No, dude. It's us. Sorry, we've been having these issues, dude. I've been trying every fucking thing and it doesn't work. So I'm like literally hardwired router working. Sorry about that, guys. Well, all this stuff. Yeah, we'll edit this stuff later. So
fix it in post.
Yeah. So no, are you guys born and raised in Wichita, or are you guys from other places?
Winfield for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, Kansas City. Moved here pretty young though.
Oh, okay, right on. Like okay, so I literally the only local bands that I've ever seen or heard of that are like in the vein of this genre are like the Mishaps, who are from our area,
right.
You guys, and then Phil, and like I don't know. Is there a huge reggae or ska scene in Wichita or in general?
Nah, dude. I used to play bass in Oakville, actually. But yeah, I don't think there's really a whole lot happening here. My cousin is starting to jam with a couple guys in a garage somewhere, so hopefully we'll have another reggae band in the next couple months. But,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And do you guys find like is reggae music like really well accepted in Wichita? Or is it difficult for you guys to book?
I think it's well accepted almost anywhere. I mean, people dig reggae when they hear it. It's been hard to book over COVID, but
right,
that's about the only limitation. You know, people have been pretty receptive to try it.
Yeah. Where do you guys feel like you get like the most? You're more like the most well received. Is it there in Wichita or other cities?
Right now, Kansas City's been giving us a lot of love. We play a brewery up there in Lenexa that's been putting us on some of their bigger events and keeping us going, playing some shows over the COVID thing, doing a parking lot concert. It's been really cool.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Do you guys play out in Colorado a whole lot or no?
Not
nice.
yet, but yeah, it's on our list.
Yeah.
We were really looking to kind of expand about the time COVID hit. We had a pretty nice lineup of gigs in early spring and ended up having to cancel a good part of them. It set us back a little bit, but we definitely want to expand, especially into Colorado, but then some of the, other markets, Tulsa, Kansas City, Omaha, once things get a little easier again.
Yeah.
Right. Awesome, man. That's good, man. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I feel like places like, there's some certain cities that I've gotten like that vibe that I know would like a certain kind of music, like, because us as a hard rock band, we go out and we play these places, and there's some times where we're like, dude, no one's digging what we're doing. Like, I bet you if it was something like this, they would like it. So, I'm always curious about that with other genres, to see if it's like, are other genres well accepted here, or are they not? So, yeah. So pretty cool.
But with reggae, man, I think if we go out to a place like Denver that has a weed culture built into it, it's going to be natural.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. We also try to do things to kind of cross into other genres, sometimes by like covering music from other genres. We do a White Stripes song.
Nice.
Right now we're working on a Beatles EP, covering Beatles tunes, and so that's kind of a challenge we put in front of ourselves, is like, how can we turn this song that we all really like into reggae?
Oh yeah.
But that's a good challenge though, because like I thought that's what I love about when people cover music, is that they add their own spin on it, because no one wants to hear a cover and hear it exactly like the way it was originally done. Like, put your own spin on it.
Right.
So I would love to hear that, by the way. So that's awesome. Well, we're gonna have to set up a show with you guys down in Dodge City or Garden City. They would love you down in Garden City.
Oh, that'd be a lot of fun, man.
And I talked to Brian, your guys' vocalist, and like, dude, I'm telling you, we're definitely gonna make something happen. So
that would be great, man.
Oh yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about your guys' recent release, "The People Around You." Is that correct? Do I have that right?
Yep.
The name of the album. Okay. Which, congratulations again. Great 5-song EP with some 5 juicy tracks. By the way, you guys out there listening, you can find that on Spotify. You can find that on Apple Music, Amazon. You can basically find it on all major streaming platforms right now. Great music. One of my favorite songs is the song "Love." It just stuck out to me. It's such a good song.
Yeah.
Like, can you tell us a little bit about each track, what they're about, and what's going on in the music there?
Well, I didn't write it, but I'm pretty sure that "Love" is about love. and all those phases, you know what I mean? The ups, the downs, the infatuation, the expectation versus actuality. Just yeah, that's one of my favorite tunes too off the record, man. It came off with this really cool Michael Jackson kind of vibe that I dug.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that song's 2 chords straight through, but it just sounds so big.
Absolutely. What about any of the other tracks? You can tell us a little bit about them, or maybe your favorite track that you like to perform, or.
I'm a big fan of "How to Carry Love," that very last track. I just think that goes into this cool jammy space. And, I really like Phil's guitar work on that.
Nice. Very good. What about you, Phil?
That's probably my favorite as well. You know, we play these songs live kind of as a 4-piece. So it was really fun recording them in the studio. Gave us the opportunity to lay our parts and really kind of turn these songs into production. You know, instead of just having, say, a keyboard and a guitar part, you know, we can add multiple guitars and, you know, find ways to make things fit. It was a lot of fun. And I think that the last song on the EP, How to Carry Love, was probably the one I enjoyed the most, because I think it really, I think we put a lot of work into, you know, finding a way to produce and arrange that song that it really transferred well on recording.
Where'd you guys record it?
So we recorded at a place called a Red Cat Studio.
Okay.
It's in Peck, Kansas, which is near Mulvane. It's just a house kind of in the country converted into a studio. And Luke Wallace is the engineer there, and he does awesome work. He records most of the bands here in Wichita.
Right on.
Really does some great stuff. If you hear, you know, local bands from Wichita, if you hear the recordings, there's a good chance they've tracked it there.
Okay.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, I've heard of Red Cat. I think I know of some people. I know Cody Moore is recorded there, and a couple other friends.
Yeah.
For sure.
And now we're talking a little about that. You know, how take.
I think I caught some of that.
I was talking about the recording process. Sorry about that again.
Oh, sure,
the recording process. How was that? Like, did you guys find it difficult to record certain things, or you know, was it, I don't know, maybe difficult for the person tracking?
The way we did it was kind of a new one for me. Like, I've recorded some other EPs with you know, local bands, and this is the first time where I was in a band where we dedicated a full day to just one track at a time. And that was Aaron's idea, and I think it was a great approach. You know, so we had kind of some idea going into recording what we wanted to do, but we ended up creating a lot in the studio. You know, kind of as we went along. It put some pressure on us, you know, like there were a couple of songs like where we didn't really even have kind of the dynamics built up into the song yet, and so you know, Colby, our drummer, was really working out the structure and how, you know, considering how to make the dynamics really work in the song. And he'd lay down the drum track. Sometimes we'd spend a couple hours, you know, getting that nailed down, and then we just individually record our parts kind of from there once we got the bones down.
Yeah.
Nice. So, and like, and you guys would highly recommend Red Cat Studios?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Very cool. Right on. So a little plug in right there for Red Cat Studios out of where did you say in Kansas?
Peck,
Kansas.
little town called Peck.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. Cool. Very good. So on the EP, I was really intrigued by the artwork. What inspired that, and who did the artwork for you guys?
Yeah. So that's an artist here in Wichita. His name's Charles Gaynor.
Okay.
And he does digital artwork, and so he's somebody whose art I've seen sometimes just in galleries around here. And I'm not a big like art aficionado, but you know, there's some things that just really pull me, and like his artwork I've just always really loved. You know, just some really kind of creative and to me kind of inspiring images. And so I threw his name out to the guys, and then Aaron looked at his website and he saw that picture and thought it would be a great cover for the album.
So it was something that was already made ahead of time, or?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And what about the name of the EP? Like, where does that come from?
Well, I mean, in this COVID thing, we're obviously worried about the people around us. You know what I mean? And are the people around us going to get us sick? Are the people around us going to riot and murder me right now? Or
right.
So I think our message is lively up the people around you. You know, if you can get them feeling good, then you don't really got to worry about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just pick them up as a daily. You know.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. By the way, for any of you guys that are listening right now, if you guys have any questions for the guys in Lively Up, feel free to comment, and we'll pull them up and we'll get them asked. And by the way, keep sharing. That way we can get some viewers in here. So we're stoked to have Lively Up here out of Wichita, Kansas. So very cool. I got to ask really quick, where can people find you on like social media and maybe there's some spots as far as online where people can find your music that I didn't mention already?
I know we've got the Instagram, we've got a Twitter, a Facebook. I think we got a YouTube thing happening.
Okay.
I'm not the biggest on the social medias. But, we're trying to get out there. We're trying to get it done. As far as finding our album, you can find that anywhere. Look up Lively Up or Lively Up 316. We have livelyup316.com, which is our direct website, and that can give you links to about everywhere we're at.
Right on. Cool. Do you have any questions for these guys? I'm putting you on the spot, Chris. By the way, this is Chris's first time on the podcast. He's new to the band, so.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
About a month ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you play, Chris?
I play bass. Yeah.
Excellent. Bass player,
Hell
brother.
yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Bass players, man.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta love them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
very cool, man.
Big metal influence, but I love working
Yeah,
with Hugo.
there you go.
We used to play in a band together, and
Yeah, we used to play in another
Yeah.
band ourselves,
Yeah.
like a long time ago, called Ionos. Well, they're still a band. I
Yeah.
used to play with them
Yeah.
a long time ago. So,
Excellent.
but yeah, so yeah, it works again. Good for the melting pot. So very cool. Well, guys, before we end the show, we always like to play a game called This or That, and basically what we do, we just kind of give you an option to, and we just kind of go with that and see what you guys pick, and hopefully we don't poke fun at you. I'm just joking.
Excellent.
All right, here goes. Okay, well, we'll start with Aaron, then we'll go with Phil. Okay, on these questions. All right, Aaron, cat or dog?
Dog all day.
Good choice. What do you think, Phil?
Yeah.
A dog for
question.
sure.
yeah.
Dogs,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely, man. I don't know, man.
I'm allergic to cats. So.
Yeah, I fucking hate cats, dude. Oh, man.
Cat people have almost as bad a reputation as cats. Cat people are almost worse.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man. Okay, all right. Book or magazine?
That's you, Phil.
Oh, that's me? Okay, I'm going to go with book.
Book.
Most of the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite book?
Favorite book. So I'm reading this book right now. It's like this trilogy. It's about a post-apocalyptic world in which basically a virus spreads that turns people into vampires, and then they end up either killing off the human race or turning them into vampires as well. And I started reading that about the same time as COVID struck. And I'm into the third book of the trilogy now. So reading that, I just remind myself, hey, it's really not that bad right now. It could be a lot worse.
Right.
Could be zombies.
Wait till December, buddy.
The vampires are coming.
Yeah. This ain't over yet.
What about you, Aaron? Book or magazine, or neither?
Magazine, man. Magazine. I don't have the attention span for a whole book, like a whole book.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. What about this one? Okay. What about watching sports or playing sports? Oh, there's Brian with the link right there, livelyup316.com.
Awesome,
Go hit
Brian.
that up.
What's up, B?
What's up, Brian?
So what would you rather, watch sports or play sports?
Play sports all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And by sports, I mean frisbee golf. That's about it.
Right on. What about you? Feel the same?
I'm kind of split.
Okay.
8:00 at night after a couple of beers, I'm going to go with watch sports, but I like to play sports from time to time too.
What kind of sports do you play or have played?
So I run a little bit. I used to play a little basketball, not professionally, or not even in an organized or watchable format, but
Right.
they're fun.
Right. Okay. Cool. I'm a soccer guy. So
Okay.
Of course, Mexican, of course. All right. Okay. This is a good one. Money or fame? Think about it. Money or fame? What? I think I'm gonna go with money. Fuck fame. I don't want people.
I mean, you can be famous, but you're broke as fuck.
You can be famous and be broke as fuck. Yeah. I don't know. That's me. Money.
I feel like if you had enough money, you could buy fame.
You could buy fame. Yeah, dude. You could. You totally could. What about you, Phil?
Yeah, I would agree with the money.
Okay. All right.
Take the money and run.
Take the money and run. Go buy all the bass guitars and guitars that you can.
Can I do one as a producer?
Absolutely, you can.
I came up with this the other day, and I don't know. I bet they're going to be torn. It's going to take them a minute to answer.
Okay.
Would you rather, both of you can answer separately, would you rather Lively Up become like as big as Sublime was in their heyday and like have 40 years of staying power where people think about reggae, they think of Lively Up, or your name in a museum 500 years from now under this?
Wow.
What the hell is that?
It's a humongous poop that would have come out of your butt.
I was going to say, that looks like fossilized poop.
I thought that was a dick, dude.
Famous for the rest of your life plus 40 years as a musician, or famous 500 years from now as the guy that did that?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the music, Phil.
I think that's an easy call there.
All right.
That's a nice picture, though.
It was a nice picture.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And what was that guy's name?
Gotta love when Derek pops in. All right, just got a couple more for you guys. Burgers or tacos?
Tacos.
Okay, damn.
Tacos.
For sure. Street tacos.
Street tacos. None of this Taco Bell.
Real tacos.
Yeah. All right. You can buy fame with money. Yep. You definitely can, Mike. Very good. All right. My last one. Okay. Punk or ska?
Ska.
Ska.
Yeah,
I got to say that I'm in a reggae band.
Right.
I'd say ska too. I mean, before I even knew about ska, I was really into Rancid, and my favorite Rancid songs were actually ska songs. So definitely ska for me.
Okay, very good. I'm a punk guy. I love punk. So what about you, man?
If I had to choose, I'd say punk. I'm all metal though, so
Yeah. All right. Well, we're kind of torn right there. Very good. What? So that was the last of my this or that, guys. It was totally awesome to have you guys on our podcast. And again, I apologize for the interference. I need to work on that. I'm going to start doing this at my mom's house, dude. Straight up. The internet just flips out here. So, but no, we appreciate you guys being on, and hopefully we can do something together. And I love doing mixed honor shows. I don't know if you guys are about that, but we can definitely do some shows down here. And Southwest Kansas just loves music in general, so we can definitely do something down here with you guys, and hopefully get you guys a following down here too, man. So
I want to learn one of your songs and make it reggae, man.
Dude, please do that, man. That'd be awesome, man. So thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Phil, for being on.
Thanks,
once again, guys, go give Lively Up, a like on Facebook. Go follow them on Instagram.
Check out their music.
Are you guys on Twitter, did you say as well?
Yep. Twitter. 316.
Okay. There you go. And on YouTube, go subscribe. Go check out their new album, okay? The People Around You, great EP. 5 juicy tracks on there. I recommend the song Love. That's if you want one to start with. That's such a good song. Just my opinion. So
it's the most metal.
It's the most metal song out there. Definitely. Very good. Well, guys, we will see you guys on the flip side. You guys take care. Be safe. Take care of each other.
Yeah, man.
Catch you guys later.
All right. Thank you, man. Bye, guys.
Well, I don't think it, I thought it, that's different. I said what I said and I meant it, or lamented. Words given weight without thought in a person, the way that I talk and the way that I ought to be be placed on my arms. I display for the salt to disgrace in his arm. Pray for the day they could wait for the calm. You can't control the storm, only weather it, whether it's 5 weeks and 5 days of rain sideways, or scorched earth, search for death, or water left with all the thorns, with the petals gone, settle on the breath of autumn. If the ground fits, wear it, the crown fits.